Welcome back to the base.
Welcome back to the basement yard. What are you doing?
I'm just fucking pumping. I'm just getting my pump.
Yeah.
My quick pump.
Frankie's been going to the gym, and he just sat down like he was up all night getting torn to bits by a big man.
Oh.
You sat down like,
I didn't moan. Don't you dare.
You did.
No, I did not.
you didn't moan, but you sat down. You're like,
Listen. I got a vaccine the other day that some of the side effects could be achiness, and I went to the gym right before I got the vaccine. So a combination of both of those things.
so that was his name. Vaccine?
Don't. First of all, and honestly, if I did come in here and I was fucking guys, that's how you'd treat it?
I've been getting.
That's how you treat it? Sitting there and making fun of me, not being like, you know what, I support my friend's sexual decisions.
I support your sexual decisions, but it's funny if someone's getting rammed to the point where they can't sit down, funny every time.
But it is.
Like,
I know
ridiculous.
someone who's gay. And
He's an ally, folks.
listen,
I know
got one
someone who's
friend-
gay.
I know someone. My best friends are gay. No, I know. A gay friend of mine told me like everyone was like sharing stories of like when they lost their virginity.
Oh God, what's going on?
And the first time he took he was a bottom.
Yeah, he
He-
took a wiener.
Yeah, the kid not made him, but like he had to ride home on his bike after.
Oh, you can't take a
You
bike
can't-
to an ass.
You
fucking.
can't listen.
You
We're
can't do
not.
You can't take a bike to an ass fucking. You can't do that. Dude.
We're not pro butt fuckers here, but
Yeah.
if we were, rule number one is to and fro. You need to prioritize your fucking comfort.
Short walk or something.
It
most.
it doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah,
you're showing up on a bike to a butt fucking.
you can't do that
You can't do
You
it.
can't do that.
You're literally setting yourself up for failure there.
unless it's like the most padded seat ever. Like, come on, man, we're about to do some butt fucking.
Unless it's one of those like tricycles, you know, the trikes where you like sit back and you like pedal with your legs, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
I
Like,
do know what you're talking
like,
about.
Like you know, they have those gyms, the bikes at the gym.
like it's the Saw movie, the little doll and the tricycle.
yeah, where it's like the seat is like an actual seat.
I don't think I've ever gotten on a tricycle.
I'm sure I have before.
I've gotten on a big wheel. I guess that's like a tricycle,
Yeah, close enough.
but
yeah.
it's like plastic.
Bro, I've seen big wheels, and I can't tell you how bad I want to like fucking
Drift it.
like drift a big wheel
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, take it from us, the guys who have
Never been ass fucked.
never been butt fucked. I can confidently say that.
I just did.
Okay.
I just said
Listen,
that.
don't show up on a bike.
Yeah.
Don't take like the back roads home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't take a hayride home either. Like nothing bouncy.
Who's
dude.
taking hay rides to?
People who live in hayride
I guess like
towns.
plan out the route.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess ladies or however you identify.
Of course, ladies.
If you're receiving anal
Plowage.
cock. Did you say knowledge?
I said plowage.
Oh, they said knowledge.
Anal knowledge.
Like map if there's like road work,
Right.
avoid that.
Yep.
You know, you don't want to, make sure there's a lot of prep. I
Don't
assume.
take the bus either.
Like there's prep. I've learned, that there's like prep into like what like if gay men are going to be bottoms, like what they'll eat,
Salads.
how apparently soups is a big one.
Soups.
Yeah, because it's like you're filling it up, but it's all liquid fill up. Like if you're
I'd be worried about a soup, to be honest.
why?
One, soup makes me really thirsty.
Because there's a lot of salt.
And then two,
Well, you could be thirsty. You're just gonna get
I don't want to
pumped full of you're gonna get an IV in the ass.
Yeah, but I don't get all soupy, though. You know what I mean?
Bro, what would happen if you did
Anal.
semen in
If
an IV?
If you put semen in your bloodstream,
Can you imagine?
I think you die.
Sure.
I mean, you can't have air in your bloodstream.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's just blood. It's a stream of blood. You can't disrupt that.
No, but like you could put like other stuff in there, right?
Like what? Heron, maybe?
I
Wait,
mean, saline.
I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Here we are. Welcome back. Patreon, what's up?
Is the veins bloodstream? Like, is that the bloodstream?
The veins are the highway and the heart is the city.
who's talking about that, Frankie?
Yeah.
I just said something, and you said something not
Dumber.
even related.
Yeah,
to
way
it.
worse.
No, but like the bloodstream.
Yeah.
right. We talk about the bloodstream.
Everyone always talks about big
It's,
bloodstream.
it's a bloodstream.
Big bloodstream.
But is that veins? Like, is that my bloodstream?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I guess you can because people put heroin in their bloodstream.
Yeah. Well, I think like it's not good heroin. I'm
You
just
think? You think?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
I
that.
think that's how like they get it into their blood, and that's like why it like fucking.
You're right.
You
So
know.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
But, like,
you can have other stuff in your blood.
I didn't actually.
What do you think? What do you think? Saline, like when you get like an IV drip or something, it's in your blood, Joey.
Yeah.
You're the idiot here.
I think
I
so.
knew I was smarter than you. I fucking knew it.
Well, I guess. What was your question? Oh, if you put poop in there?
I never said poop. I somehow not as bad as poop said semen.
Oh, semen. I knew it was something not.
But like
sick.
semen apparently has like some nutritional backing. There's
I mean, you don't eat through your blood though.
are you so stupid? What do you think IV drips are, Joey? Saline.
I know. That's not eating.
That's basically eating. You're getting nutrients.
I guess.
You're the idiot.
Yeah.
We have deduced it.
I'll
here,
be
folks.
honest with you.
We don't know a lot about blood. What do they call blood? Like
Blood.
No, but like people that specialize are like phlebotomists or something like that.
Oh, I don't.
Phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy.
Yeah, I think now I'm gonna have to look it up because I just want to make sure I'm right here.
Yeah, I think now you're trying to step on my head. I've said a couple of stupid things about the bloodstream, and now you want to make it worse.
Yeah, well, I want
you're throwing out
listen.
phlebotomy.
Listen, if I have the opportunity to prove once and for all that I'm smarter than you,
Phlebotomy?
phlebotomy is phlebotomy technicians collect blood from patients and prepare the samples for testing. So they're hanging out with blood.
You like getting your blood taken?
I don't like it.
I like it.
Oh. I'm not like. How do I?
Because
I'm not like pumped for it. Like yes.
I'm not like pumped
But
either.
I'm like cool with it.
I love watching it though. That's what I mean. I enjoy watching.
You like
the blood
watching
come
the
out.
blood hit the back where like the little like cummy stuff is.
What are you?
You know, in the vial at the back of it, it has like the like anticoagulant gel or something.
Oh, I wasn't. No,
No,
I was more so. I enjoy watching it go through a little tube.
hate. I don't not like it, but I'm also not a fan like you are, I guess.
I'm not like a fan.
So you'd be into like blood fuck.
No, it's not the blood. I just like watching things do loop-de-loops through little straws.
Through little silly straws. All right, okay.
Like, you ever have a straw
oh, dude.
and it's like loop-de-loop?
Dude, if I get a if it's one of these loop, like 4 loops,
Yeah.
I'll fucking drink anything out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of tough, though. You got to suck the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hello.
But no, apparently you
My
might want
sister got me one.
I was going to say you might want to speak to your sister about this. I heard through the grapevine, that like if there are people that have like strong speech impediments, they'll give them silly straws because it can work the tongue muscle really well because you need to like really like
Yeah, you really got to. Yeah, you got to.
you know. But
She got me one. It was my name. It said Joey. So
Uh-huh.
I was drinking through my name.
it's kind of sick.
It is,
I kind of like that a lot.
She's gotten me pretty good gifts over the years.
I once here's an actual true story is I once had a silly straw and I was so pumped for it and I put it in the dishwasher and it came out straight.
What?
But like an unsillied straw.
Really?
Yeah, because
I would be furious.
I was so angry, dude.
I also didn't know that a silly straw could get unsilly.
it got like super serious.
Yeah, it was like a silly straw got very
Throw
serious.
a silly straw in a dishwasher, it comes out a very serious straw.
Stern and stiff.
Like
silly straw.
It wasn't like completely straight, but it had unsillied itself.
Right.
So it was just like, just a dumbass like stupid
It's just a
straw.
stupid straw.
Yeah, I was very
How do
upset
you feel
about.
about metal straws? Oh, better yet, what's back?
Oh, I know. If you ask this question now, I'm tearing it to shreds.
Paper straws.
Listen, I love turtles.
Dude,
I love turtles
I love
so
animals.
much.
I love the earth.
I love the earth so much, but
I'll let it burn to have a regular straw.
listen, if what we need to give up is every now and then there's one turtle with a straw in its nose,
I'm okay with
I
that.
think that's okay.
I'm okay with that.
I think that's all right.
Is
Paper straws are literal garbage.
Also, if you are a turtle and you're watching this and you do get a straw stuck in your nose, you could probably use it like a snorkel anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
you
first
get
of all,
close to
I
the
think they're
surface.
amphibious. Like they can breathe under and on top of.
Yeah. But don't you have to come up for air?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they can come up and they can have a, and then go back under and be underneath a.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
understand what you're saying.
You know exactly what I'm saying, right?
Isn't it weird that whales like can't stay underwater? How fucking stupid is that?
How fucked up? Like everyone's like, oh, whales and dolphins. The design is so cool,
Bro.
Really, kind of not.
So stupid.
Faulty design that they're just like every kind of whatever. You got to go up for like a second.
Yeah, I know they can like hold their breath for like 12 hours or some stupid
Still
shit
stupid.
like that.
Still dumb.
But like I gotta go up still.
Yeah,
That's, so
and I can
dumb.
almost guarantee that most dolphins and whales, because I am now a marine biologist,
Right.
die en route to going up for that one breath of fresh air every 30 hours.
Wait. Do you think? I mean, it had to have happened. But
Barely.
like a whale has drowned. What a dumb way to go. If you're a whale, you're a whale, bro. You're a whale.
if
How do
you-
you drown?
That's the word. If you're legit, if you're like a marine animal and you die drowning, that's like me dying from breathing too much oxygen.
Habib. What's wrong with this
What
kid?
happened?
Yeah.
What happened to me?
Didn't breathe in enough oxygen.
You know what I mean? But like, come on. Like, I get it. The air can be poisoned, but if you like, you can't die breathing too much. What's wrong with me?
I don't know. Wait.
What is it saying?
They can. Yeah, they suffocate.
That's so stupid, dude.
There are cases of whales that became stuck in shallow water and drowning because the water was shallow enough to prevent the whale from swimming, but deep enough to cover the whale's blowhole and prevent it from breathing.
Dude,
So if you put a whale in like a 13-foot pool, dead. It's a trap. They can't swim down. They can't swim up.
listen, the majesty of the human earth. What?
That means nothing. Literally, the majesty of the what? Of the human earth? What is going on?
Okay. All right. Clearly, my brain's all fucked up today.
Yeah,
The-
I think I'm rubbing off on
Oh,
you.
you are.
Yeah. Yeah, ew.
Chill.
I'm not rubbing off on you. ew.
Chill.
Yeah, no one's rubbing off on anybody in here.
Listen, the majesty of like marine life. People will look out at the ocean and see a whale and be in awe of like the size of this beautiful creature. But then when you put 10 seconds into thinking about them, these dumbass animals are going to die in their own fucking habitat because they can't go up and get a breath of fresh air every 30 hours.
Something like that.
Listen,
How often do they have to breathe?
It's
What's
gotta
your
be-
guess?
what kind of animal are we going?
Whale. How often?
What kind, dude? There's different whales.
Blue. A blue whale.
Okay, blue whale. Let's say one. Yeah, I'll say once every 24 hours.
How often do whales
Oh no, they do way more than that, dude.
come up for air?
I'm gonna say once every 18 hours. Oh boy. Oh god. What is? What is it? 10 to 20 minutes. We're so fucking stupid. We're so fucking dumb. Hey,
I really thought it was like half a
I
day.
gave you two. We're sitting here once every 24. No, too much. Knock 6 hours off.
10 to 20 minutes.
Okay, also, that's way worse, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Way worse. 10 to 20
David
minutes?
Blaine can hold his
Yeah,
chest
come on, bro.
for 20
If
minutes.
Chris Angel can stay underwater longer than you blue whales?
You failed as a whale.
God, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus.
A blue whale, the biggest mammal we have on this earth, the biggest animal, I think, has to service every 10 to 20 minutes. That's hysterical.
Yo, I know there is someone who studied marine biology listening to this,
Yelling
who
at-
is screaming at the top of their lungs right now, who is like,
Kids
these
are
fucking
idiots.
idiots.
Some species can only hold their breath for only a few minutes before resurfacing for air, while other whales can hold their breath for up to 90 minutes or more. Which is so much less than 12 hours. Like, it's insanely less. Like, that's so funny. We were not in the neighborhood of the answer, dude.
No, we really weren't.
A part of me feels like, wait, no sleep. They don't sleep.
Whoa, wait a sec. Yeah. What happens
I
when
feel like I'm right.
I thought, isn't there the pictures of like whales sleeping
Yeah, they're
up
bobbing.
and down
They're
and
bobbing.
shit? Maybe because like every now and then like buoyancy will stop and it'll bring them up to, or it'll work and bring them up to the surface when they're sleeping. How often do whales sleep now? Now, listen, we had stuff to talk about today. You can tell by the thumbnail. This is whale talk now, baby.
Dude, what the fuck? Whales are nuts. I said,
What the fuck? Whales are nuts. Bro.
we're delirious right now. They sleep. Their bodies shut down, but only half of their mind stays at rest.
Dude, they're like,
So they can consciously remember to breathe.
what? So you're telling me when I sleep, half of my mind is just like, yeah, you're good. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep bleeding.
Bleeding, you moron.
Bleeding.
Back to blood. Back to blood.
Back to the blood.
How do whales sleep if they can't breathe underwater? Whew. Instead, they have a fascinating adaptation known as unihemispheric sleep.
Come on.
It's an unbelievable
Just
word.
come on. Come on. We don't.
To be able to sleep, whales shut down half their brain at a time. Being partially awake allows them to continue breathing and be aware of their surroundings. So, like, that's like if we were sleeping and our legs are broken.
That's like mothers. Like they always say that like once you have kids, you never sleep the same again.
Frank, that's just like an expression.
No.
People sleep.
I believe there have been like studies that say
Mothers aren't like whales. They're different.
I think in some ways they are. Like technically, a mother is never like fully sleeping because they're worrying about their kids all the time.
And the dad sleeps like a baby because he doesn't give a fuck.
Well, you know, not the same, but still a little better.
Right.
That's
Oh
fucking
my God.
crazy. Well,
20 minutes, dude. That's so fucking funny.
Joey, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the last.
The final countdown. It's a good song.
It's a really good song. Who sings it?
A band.
Which one? I think it's Asia.
Oh, I thought you were testing me.
I think I'm trying to remember. now.
Asia.
I think it's Asia. The
Ah.
final countdown.
How can a bunch of white dudes name their band Asia and no one bats an eye at that? That's so appropriate. Are you pro?
Oh, Europe. It's another continental named band.
It's Europe?
Yeah.
Wait, there's another band called Europe?
Yeah, there's a band called Asia. There's a band called Europe.
Africa. Oh, no, that's a song.
That's the song by Toto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, didn't even realize these lyrics here, by the way. Iconic. We're leaving together, but still it's farewell, and maybe we'll come back to Earth. Who can tell? I guess there's no one to blame. We're leaving ground. Leaving ground. Will things ever be the same again? It's the final countdown. You know? So this is, take a picture of it, folks. My God. This is the last episode you're seeing of us before we go on those live stages. Baby.
Yeah.
This Friday. This comes out Friday, 7 a.m. Guess what? 13 hours. The Basement Yard Experience is touching down
Yeah.
like a F5 tornado in Montclair, New Jersey.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you like that, right?
Ripping a promo right now.
You like that? I'll do
Yeah.
it. Oh, yeah. We're going to be there.
And you've ruined it.
Okay.
Great.
So this is the final countdown.
Right.
Every second that goes by this episode, we get closer and closer. I guess that's just technically how time works.
It is. I was going to say that. I'm like, it's just time moves forward.
Just
yeah.
describe time.
Dude, speaking of that, sorry to...
You're not sorry. You're going to keep going.
I am. But when people say, like, time is a construct or, like, we made up time, I kind of understand what they're saying when they say that, but I literally can't get my body to even think about it to the point where I'll even understand what that means.
I have given up trying to understand when, you know, like we previously spoke about it. Like people say like time is a flat circle.
No, you said that.
But you think I made that up? You think I have the capacity to make it up?
Nobody thought you made that up.
I'm just making
All right,
I'm
relax.
making sure. But like when people like, why are seconds like? How did we figure out the seconds? And I know it's because there's a
The
revolution
sun
and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Revolution and evolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
you're there's rotation and revolution.
Yeah.
You're making sure.
Revolving around the sun.
Yes, and we rotate.
rotate as well.
And we
tilt.
We do this.
Yeah.
Which is what
The poles.
the equinoxes are.
Right. I don't know what those are.
The spring equinox, winter.
Is that when we're tilted?
So our spring equinox is when we're going
Closer to the sun.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we get
Winter.
leaning
back.
Yeah, and we're getting closer after winter equinox.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But why, like, who the hell were these ancient Mayans to be like, we figured it out?
Yeah, dude.
Greeks barely understand how to speak,
Yeah.
English. Mainly because they spoke Greek. But, you know what I'm saying?
The ancient Greeks couldn't even speak English.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I can't.
It fucks me up, time.
That's not how you say that sentence, right?
It fucks
It
me
fucks
up.
me up, time. Time fucked you up.
Time.
Thinking about time.
Time, comma, it fucks me up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But, like, we're closer to being 50 than we are to being 20.
Don't say stuff like, what? That's
No,
not
it
true
is.
at all. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're closer to being 50 than we are to being 10.
I mean, are you trying to say something philosophical? Because,
Yeah.
like, you're just talking about
No, I
numbers.
see them all the time. It's like, you don't realize that, like, we're closer to 2050 than we are to 1990.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, shit.
Someone, I saw it online, or I forgot what it was, but after we did that episode, we were talking about, like, all those songs that came out that year. I saw this thing online, and it was a guy just, like, freaking out that, like, 2004 was 20 years ago.
But it is wild, though.
It is crazy.
And here's the thing. We're getting, like, we are in the age bracket of, like, being able to vehemently remember stuff from 20 years ago.
What do you mean?
Like, when we were 20 years old, we couldn't. Like, our memory at that point went back maybe, 10 years? Maybe. But, like, how much do you really remember from the ages of, like, 0 to 5? You know what I'm saying?
Something like, 20 years ago.
Yeah, but, like,
yeah.
now, like, 20 years ago, we could say, like, I have such vivid memories of life back then.
I have such. No, I know, it's kind of crazy because that's interesting that you bring that up because like I remember hearing, some adults when you're younger talking about like, oh, that like 30 years ago I used to like and like talking like that, you know?
Yeah.
And now we can say that, but 20.
Yeah. Well, think about
It's kind of nuts.
In 2004, or let's give it a roundabout number. In 2005, you know what was 30 years before that? 1975. And we are 19 years away from 2005. Like, just think about, like, that fucks me up.
Yeah,
That fucks
crazy.
me up. But
Time marches on.
the final countdown, we have our live show as of recording this Friday,
Right.
as of you guys watching it tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
So, in the in the vein of our good friend Mr. James Lipton, we're doing an episode of like Inside the Actors Studio.
Oh, okay.
But like it's kind of like inside the podcast studio, and I'm not dressing up or looking like James Lipton. I won't even act like him. I'll do that. I'm just gonna be me.
It would be nice. Also, I don't think that many people know James Lipton. No.
You don't think so?
That was such an old show, dude.
You think there are definitely people that watch this? There are probably people that watch him and know him better from Arrested Development. Remember he was in that?
James Lipton? Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
You don't remember he played the warden of the prison?
Ask me how many episodes I've watched of Arrested Development.
Wait, you've not watched the entire series?
Ask me.
How many?
0, Frankie. 0. I've never seen that show ever. I don't know.
Joey.
I know you love the show.
Joey.
And that's, what's his name's in there? Scott, right? What's his name?
Scott?
Something, Adam Scott. Isn't
No.
that show?
No.
What show is that?
That's Parks and Rec. Also great. It's
Yeah.
Jason Bateman, Portia de Rossi.
Who's that? Is that Ellen's wife?
Yeah. What's his name? Will Arnett.
Oh, that was who I was thinking of, Will Arnett.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein's on that show. Arrested Development. It makes sense he'd be on that one.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey
Tambor.
Oh yeah. Don't name more. I heard your voice and you weren't done naming actors.
Michael Cera.
Yeah, I don't need more.
David Cross.
David Cross is in that
Joey.
too?
I can't stress this enough.
Never watched it.
You need to watch the first 3 seasons.
It's good?
It is.
You love that show.
You will lose your mind. Like, do you remember years ago when I did a joke where this was we were 20, maybe even 21, probably even younger, 18, 19, and girls would come around and I would do the thing where I'd be like,
yes,
dude, that's where it's from. You need, please, if you can do one thing for me in our lifetime, go watch that show.
Okay.
It is peak comedy. Don't watch the Netflix revival stuff that they did years after. Just watch the first 3 seasons. And
Where is it? Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And you'll fall in love.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, so he was in that show, James Lipton. And there's a bunch of celebrity guests. Charlize Theron had a stint on it.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful woman.
Yeah. And
cool name too.
Boy, her stuff has not aged well on that show, but just go watch it.
She says offensive shit.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't do anything offensive, but the storyline around her character. I don't want to give it away because it's really funny.
Okay.
You just got to watch it.
All right.
You have to watch it. So, yeah. So I'll ask. Well, we're going to talk about some stuff about going into the shows, and we'll start with the question that I've probably got the most. I assume you've got the most, Joey, for our Basement Yard Experience shows, particularly this first one. Mm-hmm. You nervous?
Am I nervous? I'm more anxious than nervous.
Elaborate.
I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'm nervous in the way that when you get on a plane, you're nervous.
One of those includes possible body dismemberment. What? If the plane goes down, Joey.
It doesn't though, but that's not what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking the plane goes down. I'm just excited and ready to do
anytime
this
I go on a plane,
I know you're nuts.
My mentality is I chose to be in this seat.
If it goes down,
I'm okay with my decision.
Right, yeah. You're a crazy person. But I'm not going to lie. Sometimes, I think I've told you this. I get on planes and I start looking at people. It's no way they're going to
No, Joey.
Down. I swear to God, I do that.
I am as delusional. I know this is...
You don't do that?
I know this is delusion. No, I don't look at other people.
I look at other people.
Profile them?
No, you idiot. That's not what I meant.
Oh, what did you say?
I get on the plane and I start staring at people and I'm like... There's no way this plane's going to go down because they're not going to kill this nice little family here. That's what I think about.
Oh, you justify God not killing you by not killing other people.
Yeah, I was because if...
all right, your move. You know?
You're going to kill this nice old woman
here? Fair.
What'd you think I meant? That I was getting on the plane?
You were I look on the plane and I'm who's going to try to take this one down? Not what I was what the fuck?
No.
But, yeah, I mean, I get that to a degree, but, You don't think you're going to have nerves? Because this, guys, cannot stress this enough. First of all, if by the time you're seeing this, if you haven't gone to thebasementyard.com/submit to submit your questions and answers for the live shows, really want you to do them. But we kind of are going into this
blind.
Yeah,
we're winging it. Well, we're not winging it. There is structure to the show.
But we don't know what it's going to be like.
We have to be funny.
Right? That's the part. I was talking to Becca this morning, and I was I don't think I'm nervous, but I tend to do better when I have a really good understanding of what I'm getting myself into. Not that I'm confident in my abilities to go out there and adapt.
Yeah.
But that's the part that fucks me up. I come in here and I feel like my job is to make you laugh and to make us laugh.
Right.
Little different.
Now there's fucking
people are fucking paying their hard-earned money to see it in person.
We don't know how hard they worked for the money, to be fair.
Some of them might have been,
very easily made the money. Probably.
Some of them also might have done it in some nefarious ways.
Yeah, some people could have stolen.
They could have stolen.
They could have sucked for it.
Well, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna shame people that do that.
Who did that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If that's how they choose to make their money.
Sucking for a ticket would probably be hard-earned money.
That would be it would be sticky earned money. I'll tell you that.
Ew. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm not very nervous either, and also I think it helps that like we're up there together.
Yeah, agreed.
So like we get to just kind of bounce it off of each other. I don't know. Like I'm pretty confident that like, and I was gonna actually tell you this, but it's like we don't have to really do anything. You know, like we just have to do what we do here. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but I don't want to think about it too much and try to do a thing. Like, cause if I feel like if we tried too hard to do a thing, then it's not as funny and we're not being ourselves. So we just got to go up there and just fucking do the thing.
All right, and that kind of leads into my next question.
Oh.
Is there anything in particular that you like hope happens? And I guess the inverse as well. It's like, is there anything in particular you hope we avoid entirely? I'll tell you, I don't know if I hope it happens or if I hope we avoid this. So help me God if we get a heckler.
Well, now you're like opening the door for
No.
people to do that.
Don't do it. We'll kick you out. I'm just letting you know. But
A heckler.
But like, you know what I mean?
I'm not. No, I don't know. I haven't really thought about the answer to that question. Like, what am I hoping happens?
Yeah, like, what are you hoping to get out of the experience? Maybe.
I just hope that everyone has a good time. Like, I hope that it feels worth it for
All
everybody.
right. Yeah. Party. Yeah.
I feel like
I like that.
I hope that everyone leaves and they're like, I'm glad I went to that.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know, like I don't want them to be like, oh, that was all right.
I think in the conversations we have, we want something that it both in one hand feels like the show, but also feels wholly unique. So it's not like you're sitting there watching whatever you could normally watch at home.
Yeah.
You know? So
That's
like,
why we wanted people involved in the show.
Yeah.
So you could get to be a part of like the thing that you watch.
and like the reality is every single show, every minute of every show will be different.
Yeah.
There's not going to be something similar to any other instance.
Yeah. We'll see if we can pull it off.
I think we can.
I think so too. I mean, this is what we do.
There, and what you said is true. Like, I think it is a big level of comfort that we're going to be up there together because, like, at the end of the day, we can just kind of fall back on each
Yeah.
other, you know, and we'll be all right,
Yeah.
you know?
Are you nervous?
No, I don't know. All right. Now, if you could describe your approach to the shows, I guess performing, in
Yeah.
3 words, what would you choose?
In 3 words.
Yeah, like what would you like in terms of like your mentality, you know, and all that stuff? Strategery.
I don't know.
Boy, this episode's going great, Joe.
Oh, I don't. The fuck? I'm answering, you bitch. This episode's going great. Why are you licking your hand like a cat?
I don't know why, but like my knuckles over here get very, very dry.
And then you lick them like a cat?
Just right there, I did.
It could be because you're licking them.
Well, maybe.
Doesn't that do that?
All right.
How
come
often
on.
do you lick your knuckles? Just
That honestly, not often. Like that was like the first time maybe in like a long, long time, years maybe. So.
this guy's licking his knuckles. I'm over here.
All right, fucking relax.
What was it? Oh, my approach. I honestly like it. It's
3
it's,
words to describe your approach.
I don't know that I have 3 words. I don't know that like that would take forever to me to figure out the only 3 words to describe it. But I think that the way that we're approaching this is kind of like, at least for me, I'm like, it's sort of the same answer. Like, don't try to do too much. Like, just do. Like, people
They
like
wanna see the show.
Yeah, they want to see the show, and like this is what the show is. The show is like we're not trying that hard
Yeah.
to do shit, and it's just like, whatever. And I like the fact that we can that we're interacting with people because I think that's where we're the best. Like me and you, is having another person that we
Yeah.
could like kind of whatever. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I think that it's going to be totally fine. Like, no part of me is like scared that it's going to suck,
So I don't know if we've told this story, but again, I'm not nervous. I don't really think I'm anxious. It's just like literally every minute that goes by, it's like, okay, it's getting more real. Like I tend to be the type of person that like the day before and the morning of, that's when it's going to be like, oh, fuck. Like it's kind of like it's in the bag, like it's here and that's what. But to just kind of put a bow on the story I was going to tell is like, I was recently thinking that way and I thought back to when you and I were in Puerto Rico, and we had an awesome time in Puerto Rico. Met some really cool people, and we went out to dinner one of the nights that we were there, and you and I like kind of like held court, you know, like we. Like, I guess that's a stupid way of putting it, but, like, we, like, held court and we were, like, the entertainment for the table.
Right.
And we had ourselves and everyone there kind of in stitches.
Yeah.
And I thought back to that, and that was, like, a little bit of a warm hug for me. You know, like, all right, we've kind of, like, in a smaller setting been able to do this with, like, people we don't know.
Right.
You know? And, like, we were, if you remember, a lot of what we were doing was we were working on, like, we were working off of that one, like, woman at the table who was just, like, asking us most, like, stereotypical New York questions.
Well, she was.
Do you remember that?
First of all, yeah. Remember, I was like,
she was
like
like
Googling questions. to
Yeah,
ask
and
us?
she was
she's
because she was like, "Do you like bagels?" And we were like, "What in God's fucking name?"
like, what's your favorite bagel? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why are you asking?
And we
me that?
literally like someone like looked over her shoulder and she was googling like questions to ask New Yorkers or some shit.
Like, what the fuck?
But like that's the way, I guess, in terms of like consistency is one of the words I would use in terms of our approach, is remaining as consistent to the show going into the live shows.
Yeah. I and also like, yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna get pretty comfortable up there like pretty quickly, and I think that you know, I think trying to approach it in a way of like this is the 50th one we've done is also like an approach that I'm trying to have. Like I'll save the like soaking in the moment shit for after. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
When I'm there, because we have a thing to do. What's gonna be interesting, honestly, is because we've been to the theater already, and it's a big theater.
Yes.
But it was fucking empty.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure it's going to look ridiculous when it's filled with people.
I'm like, oh.
Like walking out there and being like, holy shit.
I don't know. I was talking with Mikey about it that day. I don't know if seeing the venue beforehand was a good idea or a bad idea, because now I know what it looks like when no one's there.
Right.
So like the idea of like
It's gonna be packed with people.
Like that's I don't know.
And they're all just gonna be like this.
Yeah, they're gonna go ahead. I think something that
Make us laugh, funny boy.
So this is actually going into the next question I have is, do you think there are any anything about the essence of the show, and when I say the show I mean the podcast, that may or may not translate well into a live audience setting? And I think one that is definitely gonna have to happen in order to break the ice is like, guys, you may not believe it, what you see here is what we record. We do not cut anything out.
Yeah.
We really don't, unless it's like a misstep on like an ad or something. This is raw footage. You know, maybe a little bit of tweaks on timing and like matching things up, but like, let's be honest, there are certain jokes that don't land well between us.
Yeah.
And we make fun of it.
Yeah.
How is that going to translate?
I think you just roll with it.
You
like,
do,
to
right?
me, and like I think someone was talking about. I think Greg was like asking me something like that too, and or was it? I don't think it was Greg actually. Oh, it was this kid Eric that I know, but
He knows. No one else knows him.
you don't know him. But
Who do you know that I know?
but to me, it's almost fun. That's funny too. Like telling a joke, and like how many times have you done that where you like tell a joke
And it
like,
falls
and
flat.
it completely falls flat, like in a friend group, but then you can make that funny. Like that is funny.
I think that's something that needs to happen, for me at least, early on, because it'll be like, all right, that's how you kind of roll with the punches there.
Yeah.
You know, is like the idea of like bombing.
Yeah.
Like I do think that something that is going to translate well is like, we're in a sense, because it's you and I and we've known each other for so long, we're kind of bomb proof.
Well,
To a degree.
Also, like if you're like we do it on here also. Like if you tell a joke that sucks,
Wow,
I'm
that
just like,
sucked.
well, thanks for that. Like if that were to happen, I would just be like, wow, Frank, cool. People paid money to see you, and then that's what you
Yeah,
came with.
exactly. Yeah.
Like it's whatever. I'm not really like worried about it in that sense. I'm excited. That's why I'm excited, because like it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for like after, as weird as that sounds, because like once it's over, then you get to be like, we just did that.
Yeah.
Like that was nuts. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you know, and then so beforehand I'm kind of like approaching it in a way of being like, done this a billion times.
Are
This
you
is just another show.
Are you gonna try to like peek and see like the crowd before we go out?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What's wrong with
I
you?
don't know. I don't know like if it would be best to just go out there and see it for the first time, or to like hear, you know, that like busy chatter
Yeah.
that you hear in like an audience or a theater or something before
Right.
something starts?
Yeah.
Like, would that be kind of like, oh fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like I can't be nervous. Like I probably will be like nervous like right before, but I'm like, whatever. Just get out there and fucking do your thing.
Yeah. So another, I guess I know we're running short on time here, Chief. But two.
20 minutes. Where's you going?
Okay, shut up. 2 questions I
Got
have
it.
left. You know, some people may or may not know, but you had previously done like kind of like a one-man show at Caroline's about 5.5 years ago at this point. 2016. Yes.
Do you know what year it is?
Yeah. 5.5 years ago, Joey. It was in August.
Did you say 2016?
Yes.
Now go 16 plus 5.
Oh yeah, so eight. Holy shit! So that's 7.5 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit!
This kid's looking at me like I'm dumb.
Yeah.
It's like 2016.
All right.
5 years
I had
ago.
the whale thing. I lose this. Okay, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
So math ago.
Right. Yes.
You know,
some time ago.
It was some time math ago. How do you think your mentality has changed going in from that into that show compared to into these?
It's there. I was kind of like forced into doing that show because I didn't want to do it because I didn't.
Did they make you ride a bike home on the way? Ride a bike home, you know
right
what
after
you know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
mailed, yeah. And like all the tweets and photos and stuff, like people said they had a great time, and I thought it was horrible.
Oh.
I didn't think it was that good. Like, because it was just very. There was. I also think that I'm infinitely funnier now than I was then,
Okay.
especially in a setting like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had written jokes. I think I did like 10 minutes or something at the beginning of it. And then I started like telling stories and having like, Keith, come on, you came up and stuff. Like, so, you know, I feel like I'm more comfortable now because I feel like I could do it, like think on my feet better than I was back then. I don't really remember what I even talked about, to be honest.
Is there a recording of it somewhere?
No.
It's gone to
It's just in
the
people's
annals of
memories,
history.
Yeah, I guess. But like I was super nervous, and it was one of those things. Like I said, I didn't want to do it, but like one of the touring agent at WME was like, "You should do this," and whatever. And one day I was just kind of like, "All right, fuck it, like I'll do it, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And the show sold out. Two of them sold out in one one day, and I was like, "Wow, okay." Fuck. And I started writing like the week of, right?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like writing jokes like the week of, and then I went on stage and did it, and it was like fine, but I don't remember anything. But I remember being in the green room, and I had a moment to myself where I was just like by myself, and I was like, oh God, am I drunk? Because I started drinking when I got there,
Oh,
and I was like, oh shit. So I started pounding water.
Oh boy.
And then I was like, am I gonna piss myself on stage? And then like those are the things that like I was like, oh fuck. But like, yeah, I think that I was just way less confident back then. So it was more nerve wracking to be up there in front of 300 people, and I was like, oh shit.
Is that what Caroline holds? 300?
Yeah, I think so.
It's 10 times that, Joey. Almost.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I think it's I don't think that I'm wrong. This is how I feel. It's easier if there's more people, I think.
Okay.
At least on that scale.
Because you could see all 300 people's reaction.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's also smaller rooms are just harder to do. Like harder to make 13 people laugh or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that's difficult. But
Let's look at probability wise, you know, like probability, you know, numbers wise.
and like a laugh gets people laughing. So like
If one doesn't, then they're waiting
It's like,
for no,
yeah.
and no one wants to be the only one laughing.
yeah.
You know, like they just kind of they need a little bit of a buddy.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I like I said, I'm more confident now than I was back then, like for sure. Because at that point, like I wasn't making anyone laugh. I was doing basically the podcast at times like by myself, and also making YouTube videos where you never hear anybody laugh,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Well, you couldn't go up there and do, 15 minutes of material on how to be a slut, you know.
Yeah, couldn't do that.
All right, well,
Even back then.
this brings me to my last question, since you're being fucking like philosophical serious, Joe. Do you think the emotions of it will hit you before or after?
Emotions.
Yeah. Do you think you'll get emotional, whether it be with like around people, by yourself?
Maybe. I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. But I definitely not before. It would definitely be after, because after is when it's like, oh, like especially if it goes really well, and like people had a great time, and it was like a crazy feeling. Like it's cool, you know. Like even it was hitting me the other day because my mom. I think it was yesterday. I was at my mom's house, and we were just explaining, like, you know, I'm like, oh, you got, you know, for like tickets or whatever the fuck, because we have to give them tickets, and they're getting like a parking space.
Oh yeah, how are they getting tickets?
It's at roll call.
Oh, okay.
Like they're gonna show up and they'll give them tickets. But this is the same thing my mom was saying. She's like, when are we getting our tickets? I'm like, you'll get them when you get there. Like, she's like, who's gonna give them to us? I'm like, someone who fucking works there. Like
a fucking hobo on the street.
Yeah, and then like, so I'm
crack addict.
I'm explaining all this, and I'm like, yeah, you know, we're going early. Like we have to go and do like sound check and stuff and blah blah blah. And then my mom and my sister were just kind of like, this is great. Like and then I started to realize how like, oh, now you're like, this is a thing that you do now. Like you're part of, like, you've gone to a show, like we've gone to a show before, and it's like you have to go through security, and you gotta like, there's like drinks, and there's, you know, whatever, and then you know, there's lights, and there's people who work there, and like all this stuff. It's like, now you're the one who's up there. Like that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, that is.
You know, like it's crazy to have that. Like I had that like revelation because I'm talking to my mom, like, oh yeah, just go pick up your tickets at will call, and like someone will walk you to your seat or whatever the fuck, and you know, this and that, and it's like, oh, this is all happening to us. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
So
We're gonna remember it for the rest of our lives. We'll tell our grandkids, like,
unless we become demented, then we won't remember.
or we'll remember like random times, like inappropriate times too, like in the middle of like a funeral. It's like, I'm supposed to be on stage in an hour. The tickets are at will call.
It's like, I told her.
Yeah.
Get the
We're going to
parking
be
spot.
like the old, like, you ever see The Irishman?
Yes.
Remember at the end where, well, I guess spoiler, he's just like an old man alone in like a fucking retirement home, and no one realizes who they're sitting next to.
Yeah.
That could happen to us.
And you're like, I used to be a
And
big
there's like,
deal.
I just performed on free shows. I'm like, all right, fucking loser.
Okay, Pop.
Yeah.
Let's get you to
As they wipe my fucking ass.
Let's get you to your bath.
Yeah, exactly. So, well,
Having someone bathe you doesn't sound too bad.
yes, it does. It sounds awful.
Having someone bathe you?
Joey, if you shit your pants and you're covered in your own...
Who's talking about shitting? I'm talking about bathing.
I just said wiping my ass.
But then I went to bath. Bathing.
Dude, I would
Not
not...
bathing and shit.
I took a bath yesterday. Do some Epsom salt in there. How you do, skis? I can't tell you. I looked down and I saw myself from the chest down, and I was like, this is the worst way to exist. Like, no one looks hot sitting in a too small bath. Like, yo, I legit looked down. I was just like, this sucks.
This isn't good.
This is not good. This is not like, Becca couldn't walk in and I could be like sexy. It was like, because the tub we have is like not a big tub.
Right.
So like either my entire waist is like out of the water, or I'm laying back and my legs are out of, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like there's no way to be sexy
My last apartment was like that.
or to like feel cool.
Yeah.
You know, so like what I would
worst
do,
way to exist.
and like I wish there was like I wish I could like you know, blur out the bad parts, but like put a camera in there so you could see what it's like.
Bro, have you
Like I would lay down and I would fold my legs like this. So like, and the water didn't come up over my chest, so I would whoosh myself in and out of the water to make like a tidal wave to get a little warmth over my nipples. Like, it's not.
I've done that too.
And I'm looking down and my dick is there. It's just all sad
And it's the
miserable.
wackest dick. I was
Dude.
just gonna ask you, have you ever caught a glimpse?
Yeah.
Like in the
What do you
faucet?
mean haven't caught a? I'm not that fucking fat asshole. Of course I saw my own dick.
You idiot. That's not what I'm saying. If you caught a fat. That's not what I'm saying, you dumbass. I'm saying, have you ever caught a glimpse of the reflection in like the faucet of your dick, and you're like, what?
Whoa,
is that,
yeah, dude. Dude, I one time yesterday. I was gonna say one time. I like put my legs up to get most of my body under the water, and I looked at the faucet, and I saw like my bonch and I was like, ah! Who is that? What the fuck is that? I was like, yeah, is that Gonzo?
Dude, I've done that too because my last apartment, the tub was so small.
Yeah.
This is the first apartment that I've been in where the tub is like,
Dude, you have
legit.
a nice tub.
Yeah.
If and when I get a new house, I'm getting a tub. I'm getting a tub.
a big tub.
A big boy.
A big bug tub.
Because I want to sit in it, and like you can only see from like the neck up.
Yeah, I want to be submerged.
And then like under here, I'll just like I don't care what I'm doing, but like you know.
Dude, I did that same thing though. I'd be laying with the back of my head is against the tub
Yes,
floor.
yes, yeah.
And the water's like up to my eyes.
And I would just like create like a current. You know, create like a fucking tidal wave. So like the water would just like every now and then like come up to here and I'd feel warmth. Like my nipples were ice cold yesterday, bro.
Have you ever rolled around like an alligator?
Yes, and I felt like a fucking pig. I swear to God.
You roll around in the tub just to feel warm.
I rolled around fast, dude. Like,
Oh.
I didn't like, but I didn't mean to. It felt way faster. I was like,
Jesus.
and I like got around quick.
You ever fall in a tub?
No.
I've slipped.
And fallen where?
Like in the tub. Like I was going to get out, but my feet were all
Ooh,
like...
that's dangerous, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's really
I
scary.
hit my fucking knee on the side of the thing really hard.
Yeah, mine has like those glass sliding doors, so it has the bar on top. So when I went to get out, I smacked my fucking forehead on that metal bar.
Oh.
Very not happy. Very, very
How
not.
was your tub growing up? There was a tub, though.
Yeah, but I was considerably smaller than what I was now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wasn't taking many baths. Like, I didn't
I used to bath.
I didn't bathe.
Bathe.
I didn't. I didn't like. It was like my coming back to Jesus moment. Like when I like started taking baths again, and it was like when I was in grad school. I was just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is nice. But even then, too small.
A nice, relaxing tub.
Yeah,
So I always say I take a tub.
dude, it's such a luxury
To take a tub?
to take a nice, good, fat tub.
Yeah. I love it.
Bro, when Becca and I on our honeymoon, they had
with like a TV. Not a TV. Like
there was a TV. Pointless, honestly, don't need it. But like, it was one of those like big fat tubs that like have feet and would like come to
love
life
that.
and walk around. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
like that.
Like in fucking
This tub's gonna
Nightmare
run
Before
away from
Christmas.
me.
Exactly. And I was like in there. I was like lost. You know, crazy.
I like that. Like a big fucking tub. I've been in like hotel rooms and I'm like, look at this tub.
That's a good tub, man.
Like this is a pool. This isn't a tub.
I've seen, honestly, I've judged homes on Zillow by the inclusion of like a good fat tub.
I need a good
Or
tub.
not.
I need a fat tub and I like a nice open kitchen.
Yeah, open concept plan. I'm with you on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
We
yeah,
have that now, and I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah,
because
very
I like to
open.
be like cooking and look over at the kids like playing in the living room. You're like, yes.
Yeah, I don't like walls. Ew.
Walls are so stupid.
I hate walls.
Get them out of here.
Yeah, knock the walls
I know,
down.
like they might
Bedroom
be.
walls.
You need them.
Need them.
You do. Even curtains. You know, partitions.
Curtains.
There are people that like have a big room and they want to make the kids share it, so they'll put like a curtain in the middle of the room. Yeah.
You know what I wanted growing up?
What?
Beads.
Dude,
Like a beaded door.
we knew someone that
just
had
go
them.
through the beads?
We knew someone that had them.
Beads?
Yes, dude. And I would just run back and forth.
Through the beads?
Yeah, dude. You don't remember Lawrence's house?
Oh, yeah.
They had bead doorways.
That's right. They did have a bead. I like beads. Why
I
did
like bead
that?
doorways, dude.
It's not really like...
It makes no sense.
No sense.
But you can't see through them, really.
You can't. But
if
you
they're
can-
good beads.
You can't lock a bead
I
door.
want good wooden beads.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
You know what I'm
guess.
saying? Like wooden bead doorway. So I walk through, and I also want to do the thing where I like put my hand in there, and I go
Yeah.
like that and open it,
And open it.
You know
and
what
then
I'm
it
saying?
falls behind you.
and it falls behind you. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, well,
It is what it is. But anyway, yeah, if you guys are coming out to the show, we'll see you tonight.
or if you're coming to New Haven and Medford, we'll see you next
next
week or the week after.
And we'll see you there as well. But we have to record videos.
We do, yeah. So we'll talk to you
We'll say
before
tonight,
then.
yeah.
But
we'll say.
guys, again, if you're coming to the Montclair, New Jersey show or any of the shows, go right now before the shows happen. BasementYard.com/submit. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Hey, what do they say? The Powerball? Hey,
The parable.
Powerball.
Oh.
The lottery, the New York lottery.
I thought you said the
Their
parable.
slogan was just like, "Hey, never know."
It's true. You never know. And if you do win the lottery, statistically, you will be broke soon.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get into that, but yep,
It's kind of insane.
stupid.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for being patrons. Still growing, still doing the thing. Like I said, if you guys are coming to the show in Montclair, New Jersey tonight, we'll see you there. Super excited, right?
Yeah.
But we got to get out of here. So we'll see you guys next time.